Hey everybody. So earlier this week, I talked about some NHL players that were off to surprisingly hot starts this season and playing really, really well. Now I want to shift our attention over to goaltenders. And these aren't necessarily surprises, but today we're going to talk about 5 goaltenders who have been blazing hot coming out to start this season and have been giving their teams a chance to win every single night they're in the net. So before we get into it, this video is brought to you by Pirani's Hockey World. Pirani's is an online store with a huge selection of name brand hockey equipment and apparel. If you or someone you know is a hockey player, check out that link in the description. Pirani's has just about everything that a hockey player could ever need. So again, just check that link in the description and shop Pirani's Hockey World. But let's get into it here. 5 goalies playing extremely well to start this season. And we're going to kick things off with Ilya Samsonov of the Toronto Maple Leafs. He has been spectacular in goal for the Leafs this year. Matt Murray went down early with that injury. It's been all Samsonov carrying the load since then. And he started 5 games, has a 4-1-0 record, a .932 save percentage, and a 2.01 goals against average. Goaltending has not been the problem for the Toronto Maple Leafs this year. Actually, it's been a huge asset to the Toronto Maple Leafs this year with how well Samsonov has been playing. It's kind of weird to say this, but Toronto's biggest issue has been lack of scoring. And that's the reason they've struggled in some of their games this season. Their goaltending, particularly Samsonov, has been absolutely phenomenal. Next up, we've got Jordan Binnington of the St. Louis Blues. Jordan Binnington this year has started 4 games. He is 3-1-0 with a .936 save percentage and a 1.74 goals against average in those 4 games. Just a fantastic start to the season for Binnington, and the Blues really needed this. After letting Ville Husso go in the offseason, that put all of the weight right on the shoulders of Jordan Binnington to come out, be an elite #1 goaltender, and have to carry this team the way he did in 2019 when they won the Stanley Cup. And so far, or obviously it's very, very early, but so far, Binnington has looked outstanding in goal for the Blues. He is living up to the pressure, and he is playing exactly how the St. Louis Blues need him to play if they're going to be a cup contender this year. So it's very early, small sample size so far, but Binnington is getting the job done right now. Next up, number 3, we have Linus Ullmark of the Boston Bruins, who has been absolutely unbelievable to start this season. Everybody kind of thought that it was Jeremy Swayman's job for the taking in Boston and that Ullmark was going to end up kind of being the 1B type of guy. It's been the exact opposite. Jeremy Swayman has kind of struggled in the games that he's started this year, and Ullmark has been phenomenal. 5 games started, a perfect 5-0-0 record with a .936 save percentage and 2.01 goals against average. Boston scoring a lot of goals. That's why they're winning games, but they're also getting exceptional goaltending from Ullmark. And you could not have asked for a better start for Linus Ullmark and the Boston Bruins this season. Next on the list, we have Carter Hart from the Philadelphia Flyers. And who would have ever guessed this before the season started? Philadelphia, off to a strong start as a team, was expected to be a bottom tier, last place team this season. That has not been the case at all. In Carter Hart, their struggling young goaltender from the past 2 seasons, has been anything but struggling to start this season. 4 games started, a perfect 4-0-0 record with a ridiculous .949 save percentage and 1.75 goals against average for Carter Hart this season. Just absolutely unbelievable. Again, it's early in the year, sample size is small, but to come out of the gate this well, Carter Hart and the Philadelphia Flyers as a whole are taking pretty much everybody by surprise. and playing a lot better and winning a lot more games than anyone expected going into this season. And that brings us now to our final one, who I think has been the best goaltender in the NHL so far this season, and that is Jake Oettinger from the Dallas Stars. Jake Oettinger legitimately has a shot to win the Vezina Trophy this season, and I think he certainly will win a Vezina Trophy at some point throughout his career, if not multiple, but I think Oettinger can be a Vezina-level goaltender this season. He has been spectacular since taking over in net for the Dallas Stars. Last year, he was awesome, and he's now really become the true full-on number one for Dallas this season, and it has not been an issue for him whatsoever. He started 5 games, 4-1-0 record with a .953 save percentage and a 1.41 goals against average. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves here with Jake Oettinger. And the crazy thing is that he doesn't even have a shutout yet. So he is stopping 95% of the shots against him. He has a 1.41 goals against average, and that is without a shutout, which means he hasn't had any bad games either where he's given up any significant number of goals. To keep his goals against that low without a 0 is just showing that this guy is giving up 1, maybe 2 goals a game, and that is absolutely it when he is in net. And Dallas is off to a very strong start, in large part because of Ottinger's play in goal. And I believe, I just said it, I believe that he has been the best goaltender in the NHL so far through the first 2+ weeks of this season, and we'll see if he's able to keep that up over the course of an entire year. So those 5 goaltenders have been absolutely spectacular to start this season. Obviously, it's a small sample size. It's early in the year. We'll see if they're able to keep this up over an extended period of time going forward. But there's no doubt that when it comes to these first few weeks and these first 4-5 games played for all of these goaltenders, they've been nothing short of spectacular, and their teams are winning because of how good they have been in goal in a large part. So we'll see which of these guys kind of maybe tail off as this season goes along. We'll see which guys are able to continue to stay up there near the top of the league as far as goals against average and save percentage and wins and whatnot goes. But so far, these guys have been absolutely awesome in goal, and it's going to be really fun to watch them the rest of the year and see if they can keep up playing at this level, or if some of them maybe fall back into being a little bit more average. But that's what I've got here. 5 goaltenders playing extremely well to start this season. Thank you guys all for watching. Before you go, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our merchandise store, membership, and donations are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you all very soon.